Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, meine Damen und Herren, señores y señoras, just wait a second, because I just decided to go for the extended scoreboard. Now I need to start the scoreboard program. There we go. Now I can put you back on the screen. Here, let's just follow the Nightman around so I can set up the scoreboard in the meanwhile. So, who is playing? It is HasuObs from Mouse Sports. And he is playing, of course, against GoOdy from Team ESC. GoOdy is the purple Terran, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, and HasuObs, and looks like there we go. Looks like HasuObs is playing as the red Protoss player. This now you should see it already. Let me just move it up a little bit more to the top. Now here we go. This looks awesome. And let me just add a subbar text, and the first one is for players close combat. The cup won't fit in there. And the second one, it is the semi-final. As a best of 3. So let's jump into this game and see what is actually going on here. So we have GoOdy building a barracks, we have GoOdy building a refinery. That's nothing new. We have HasuObs here going for a gateway. There's the cybernetics core. No assimilator over here. And if you ask me who the favorite is to win this game, I would definitely say it is HasuObs. Now there is a second assimilator coming up, because of course both are countrymen, both from Germany like me, and they probably play each other quite a lot, at least on the ladder. And of course HasuObs does know very well what's up with this typical strategy by GoOdy, which basically is just go for an attack early in the game and then just build factories and stuff. Now GoOdy is lagging, of course. This might be an unfortunate situation, but we are only 3 minutes and 55 seconds into the game, so if actually GoOdy is dropping out of the game, we're most likely going to have a regame. But there he is back again. Apparently maybe his router just had a 24-hour disconnect or something like this, so we can continue with this game. And of course, I will be providing you with a special Android All International introduction later on in the first game of the finals. Don't you worry. So, what is up here? It is a reactor, there is a factory, and he has rallied the factory over here to the 9 o'clock. This is interesting. Maybe he wants to go for some sneaky Hellions here. And Hasu, he's not going for some sort of one-gate expansion. He knows about the ability of GoOdy just to go for an early attack, and then if you're only having 1 gate and 3 or 4 gateway units, this very well might not be enough. But he went for a super fast robo. Now he's got the observer already chrono boosted, and we can follow this line here, and we will see that this line is directly rallied to the mouse, to the main base of GoOdy. Now why did I say mouse? Because I was just moving my mouse through the complete area of my mouse pad, and then it just suddenly ended. That's why we just saw this. But here we are. It's a good thing that the mouse can be lifted up and rearranged like Terran buildings. We can see the Hellion by GoOdy is moving over here. Now he will spot the Nexus, he will spot the pylon, and with attacking it he shows Hasu, I know about this as well. And nice job by Hasu to go for the force field here just in time, basically denying any scouting at all, doing a very good job. Now we can see Hasu is getting gate number 2, gate number 3. Meanwhile GoOdy decides to go for There's the command center, and guess what? Siege tanks in siege mode. Now HasuObs with his observer, he spotted everything, so he knows what's up. So, oh yeah, typical GoOdy style. GoOdy just getting the missile turret here, just in case of a DT attack. He just doesn't want to get DT attacked, successfully attacked. I mean, it's like when you play against GoOdy, DTs will just simply don't work, because no matter if you're going DT or not, he's always having missile turrets out. Now there he's warping in additional stalkers, going for the robotics bay right away. So looks like HasuObs wants to go for the Colossus play pretty soon. Now GoOdy is moving out with his orbital. Hasu is spotting this one, he's attacking the orbital a little bit, but now with the siege tanks out, he should be able to move over here. Now Hasu is slowly pulling back with the stalkers, he spots all those units, and that's why he needs to run away, and he needs to run away fast, cannot allow himself to take too much damage, and oh, not a single HP was lost, only some shields, but like most of you know, those shields regenerate pretty fast. We can see how fast the shields regenerate, and in less than 1 minute those stalkers will be back to full shields already. Now this robotics bay is finished, the thermal lance is getting chrono boosted, as well as the first Colossus. We can see even gate number 4 is being added. We can see a factory is here, another factory is being built by GoOdy. He's got 3 factories out already, 2 with a tech lab or 1 with a reactor, so this factory will get a tech lab attached to it. Now here's HasuObs is having a pylon, he is having a pylon wall-off, so GoOdy cannot just go for any drive-bys with the Hellions. And of course, if those Hellions by GoOdy, they just cool hip-hop gangster style, Hellions will actually hold their infernal flamethrowers sideways when they're going to attack, to be just extra awesome cool. Now GoOdy is killing his own SCV. Why? Because his SCV actually blocked itself, because he cannot lift up engineering base like you could do it in StarCraft 1. You cannot just move down here, so he decided, okay, let's free up supply, because I'm not going to build medivacs anytime soon, and useless SCV is not what he wants to have. Now HasuObs is already attacking the rocks here, and his remaining stalkers, his remaining gate units are actually here at the Zelnaga tower. Now the second Colossus for him is in the making, as well as the Blink. Now the blue flame for GoOdy has just been finished. Now this Hellion is pulling back, spotting, or just waiting down here, and there are the stalkers moving in. There's not so much GoOdy can do about it. Even the Colossus was on the field. The Colossus took out the Hellion with the remaining stalkers, and now finally the first starport is in the making for GoOdy. I would see that there's a reactor. Yes, the factory is providing actually the reactor here for the starport, so he can go for the Mars Viking production pretty soon. Now HasuObs, who is in the supply lead by 12 plus 3, 15 right now, is already going for the Nexus. Of course the rocks are gone, immediately going for a cannon, adding those assimilators, so the assimilators will be finished. At the same time the Nexus is actually going to get finished. He's got the Sforge here chrono boosting it to go for the +1 attack, and this is interesting. Most players, and now I tell you why actually, he's deciding to go for the attack, even though most players nowadays when they're playing against Protoss, they go for the +1 armor, but when you're playing against mech, you actually need to go for an attack upgrade. And now take a look at how fast, how smart HasuObs is. He was just moving in here, doing some damage, and he was focusing down the tech labs. So because if you focus down the tech labs of GoOdy's factories, he will not be able to produce those siege tanks or Thors right away. There we can see GoOdy is rebuilding the tech lab, so he just was not able to produce any factory units besides from the Hellions here for at least 30 seconds. Now there GoOdy is rebuilding his missile turrets. I mean, HasuObs took quite a beating. We can see the nice scan, by the way, by GoOdy. He spots all those units. We can see both of the Colossi lost basically half of their HP. Smart move here by HasuObs, taking out some more units. All of the tanks are currently unsieged. not doing too much damage, but they still keep on chasing the units here by GoOdy, and now GoOdy with his Vikings is just doing more and more damage, takes out Colossus number 2, and Hasu really needs to watch out where he is going. I mean, GoOdy's only got the siege tanks without siege mode, just doing the chasing all the remaining units by good blink by HasuObs. He took out the Vikings, and with the Vikings gone, of course, the Colossus is not in so much jeopardy anymore. Now HasuObs is actually going, here it is, at the Dark Shrine. He is adding another Colossus. This Nexus is finished. He's adding another Nexus here at the 9 o'clock. Does GoOdy know about this base? And no, he does not, and he's continued to attack here at the natural of Hasu, and he actually might be able to take this out now. I told you about the Dark Shrine, but this doesn't matter anymore, because here are those 2 missile turrets up and running now. The blue flames were moving in, are still moving in, by the way, here on the low ground, and HasuObs decides to go for a counter-attack. Force field here on the ramp, it's not the best place to force field, but there are the Stalkers now. Looks like they don't want to attack at the natural, they want to move in the main base and directly move in where the production facilities are. The siege tank is going down, so now it's only some Hellions left. Nice blink here on the low ground to buy his own Stalkers a little bit more time, and this is actually not the first game, because GoOdy is apparently up 1-0. Thank you very much for the reminder here. And now HasuObs is doing more damage, but at the same time GoOdy is moving in, and if HasuObs will be able to warp in some Zealots, he might still be in a good position, or warp in some DDs or do something like this. But there is GoOdy directly focusing on the Dark Shrine. The Dark Shrine is going down, still some more DTs were warped in somewhere else, I'm not really sure where. At the same time HasuObs is just expecting every single unit here by GoOdy, and GoOdy is in a lot of trouble. He's basically only having those siege tanks left. Now the Dark Shrine is gone, but still all those gates are powered. HasuObs is still having quite a good income because he's fully mining on this base, so he can warp in more units, rebuilding his cybernetics core, getting the +2 weapons upgrades. Now there's the Viking out. The Stalker is only now attacking the Viking, but GoOdy realizing, oh no, those Stalkers do too much damage, and I only got those siege tanks left, and he knows about this base. Oh, he doesn't even know about this base, and still GG'd out of the game. So HasuObs apparently ties up the series 1-1, and we will go into game 3 if I will be able to join this game right away. And yes, the lobby is not yet open. So HasuObs against GoOdy, 1-1. And why didn't I cast the first game? The answer to this is very, very simple. I just finished with the last game.